listening to the No Invite Podcast. Yeah.
Season 4, The Process.
Bam, we back. No Invite Podcast. Season 4, The Process. Episode 131. We have a very special guest in the building. Somebody that I've been rocking with for quite some time. Been following their career, seeing them go through all their growth. Someone that's been holding it down for female rap in general, from the Bay as well as San Francisco. You know, somebody that I like to consider a friend, somebody that's a friend to the podcast for show. Please introduce yourself for everybody.
What's up, everybody? It's Sovicious in the building.
We got
so motherfucking vicious.
Vicious in the building. We're going to have to drop some sound effect claps in there, you know, the applause. You know, I'm on my Bar Barker shit today, so you might hear the prices right. You might hear me tell them to come on down. We also have back for, I don't know when, episode something. It's been a while. She's been out there. Like I said, there's a running joke at the No Invite, right? I got my producer. Her name's Patty. She's the one that produces the podcast stuff. My homegirl since we were young. Yeah. You know, she's really kind of been busy. She hasn't been to the podcast in a while. She's been doing her shit, and I just tell everybody she's like a millionaire on the under. You know what I mean? So when she leaves, you know, she don't got time to fuck with her folks right now because she's off saving the world, closing multi-million-dollar deals overseas. You know, eating crab and lobster and drinking champagne while your boy over here, you know what I'm saying, eating empanadas from down the street. So, but she's the homie, and I'm starting to feel like you're part of them too. Just keep it real. If you did, like, what? Shoot me $1 million, y'all. Like, between all y'all motherfuckers, y'all could shoot me something.
No, it's Hot Mama, and I'm not a part of the Avengers. I'm not even sure exactly what they're capable of, so I'm not even.
I don't know. I think Ann's a secret millionaire. I kind of figured out the man
I can't
was
speak
too.
for Ann.
They be on that undercover boss shit. You know what I mean?
People like to keep their money tucked.
Yeah.
You know?
But they be everywhere.
Stack it up.
It's like, bro,
moving and grooving.
It's like, where do y'all find time to do all this shit and work? I kind of like you. I'm kind of starting to feel like you might be a secret millionaire too.
Man, I'm trying to get there, Ray, for real.
Yeah.
Trying to stack it up.
I feel it. Well, I know you are here for the first time. Is this the first time on the podcast with me, or did we do a Zoom one before? I think this is the first time, right?
No, this is the first time on the podcast.
First time on the podcast, but you did slide when I had West Coast Fusion back in the day. This was like 2014, I think, some shit like that.
Maybe even before that.
2013, 2014, something like that. It was that era. You pulled up on me. You know, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. And,
neither did I. That was probably one of my first interviews, probably. Like,
and we used to get believe it or not, we used to pop on that motherfucker. Because it was worldwide, and it was a lot of Central America, Mexico, and then we also had European countries like Ireland and stuff like that that would tune in. So we used to get, like, at any given time, 5,000-6,000 live viewers.
Oh, yeah.
And you know,
those pictures and stuff I remember I slid in there with my partner Bob and my cousin Niecy. I remember they was there, but from every year it pops up on my memories on Facebook. Yeah. So next time it pop up, I'm about to shoot that.
How crazy is them reminders though? Some of them you be like, yo, what the fuck was I thinking? Like, hold on, let me.
Not even that, like just I've been grinding. Like that's what it be. Like, damn, I've been doing this shit for a minute. Like that should be amazing, man.
Motivating.
It'd be motivating for the growth.
Yeah.
That's
I ain't
what
gonna
it's
lie.
about.
Sometimes I look and be like, I was doing too much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes I look and I be like, damn, what the fuck did I have on? That's what I be like. Hey, why did nobody tell me what I was wearing?
We can't judge that because it's just
the style changes.
Yeah, it changes. Because think about it like this. We probably look, at one point in our lives, we look back at the pictures from our parents' era and we're like, what the fuck were they thinking?
But that shit come back. That shit always come back.
And now you see a lot of that stuff, a lot of the retro stuff, a lot of the things that from the 70s and the 80s and stuff coming back.
Some of the tops that I've seen you wearing in your Instagram, because I totally kind of like looked at you.
Oh, you was being nosy? Okay.
Hey, yeah.
Let's do your homework.
So delicious. But it reminded me of like the Selena Bustiers or something, right?
Oh,
like
the
real sparkly kind of. I was like, ooh, those are super hot. I like those a lot.
That's crazy because I actually want to start like selling some of my stuff because like as artists, you know, we buy shit. I know at least for me, I'll buy shit and I'll wear it one time or I even buy shit and never wear it. So I know like certain stuff I wear, people be like, where you get that from? Oh, I want that. So I know for a fact I could sell it. Like, you know, I don't got to sell it for the high. But I was thinking about starting like a Vish Closet page and just selling the items that I wore. You know what I'm saying?
You should. I mean, you'd be surprised.
Yeah, like, I bet you people that can't even wear it would buy it though.
Yeah, because honestly, my room is like a fucking closet. Like my room is a closet. Like it's crazy. Like I need to get rid. I always donate clothes and shoes. Like like, but it's like, why keep donating? I know I get my blessings from that, but if I could sell it $10, $20 here and there, shit, why not?
A little bit of both, you feel me? Like some stuff you just know, like you say, you gonna do it on a bustier. Who the fuck's gonna wear that? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's more
I ain't gonna sell my drawers and then like that.
No.
But you know
what I mean? Like how you was talking about.
Right.
I mean, I'm sure there's a market for that. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere out there, people be buying feet pics.
I don't know people, but I'm just saying.
Like, you selling them panties? Let me.
People
what
be
you got for
buying
them?
feet pics, so I wouldn't doubt it. You know what I'm saying?
No, real
There's a market out there for everything.
For everything.
No, real shit.
It's a little thing we do on the No Invite podcast. We can kind of go around and we're just gonna talk about how our past week was. So we're gonna go ahead and start with you, and we're gonna then move to Hot Mama, and I'll end off with my bullshit. Go ahead. How was your week though? How's your week been?
So my week has been cool. It's been a blessing. I've been kind of lightweight stressed a little bit. I've been building up to drop this project. Yeah, I just dropped today. So I'm blessed about that.
Congratulations once again.
I've been I work actually too. I do construction, so I've been working my regular job, trying to get that money in.
For those that don't know, she swings the hammer every day.
Lay it down.
I'm a glazer. Shout out Local 718, man. Yeah. I'm doing that shit too.
Get it tatted or what?
But I'm in the trade, so I do that too.
That's fire.
I actually just spoke at a legislative conference on Monday, and it was like 500 people in SAC. So I'm kind of juggling. Like, I be with the politics, I be with the music, I be with everything.
How much did you performing and doing music help you with that speaking engagement?
It's kind of dope. Like, just being a public speaker and just it's different. You know what I'm saying? Because more so when I'm in that environment, I got to be more professional and more. I can't be with the hood shit.
I be trying to it different.
Yeah, I be trying to avoid saying "feel me" and like. So it's kind of different, but it's dope because like a lot of those people like don't know that I do music. So when they find out I do music, like one of the legislators came up to me like, "Sovicious." I'm like, "Whoa, how you know?"
Hold on.
Like you see
Don't call me that out here. This is a work environment.
Right.
What's going on?
But
It's a work environment.
Honestly, I'm real cool with like Nancy Pelosi. Like she cool. Fine. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't like to get into politics. I'm not really into politics like that. Like a lot of people say bad stuff about her, but she's just been showing me nothing but love.
Yeah, you
like,
just cool with who you cool with.
Exactly.
Like, you ain't drawing no line on nobody.
Exactly. So just my week been cool. Just building up to Mother's Days on Sunday.
It's going down.
Yeah, I just been trying to be focused, like trying to keep my mind sane and be straight with everything I got going on. Just
that's dope, man.
Yeah,
You've been holding it together. Like ever since. One thing I can say about you is that your consistency and your overall growth. Like I said, I've been along for the ride since 2013, 2014. And ever since then, I've kept up with you. We've been on each other's pages and shit like that, Facebook and the whole shit. So I know what you do, and I've been peeping. So I've seen the consistency, I've seen the growth, and I've seen elevating. Like I said, that's why I think she's a secret millionaire, because I be seeing her everywhere. Like, how you over here now, and then you're in this state. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's just just wanted to shout that out, and congratulations to you and everything like that. I'm glad your weekend is doing good. Yeah. I see that you definitely got the gift of gab. You know what I mean? Because I feel like making music and performing has helped me be more of a speaker in general. Like, I've done stuff for like my community college and stuff like that, speaking engagements. Trying to get more of a budget for stuff. So I've done stuff for teachers and things like that. So I just seen how much it helped me.
Yeah.
Because before it was different. Like even when you first start making music and you start actually trying to perform, you could tell like some people are naturals and some people they gotta work and get into that. You know what I mean? They gotta work until they get in that groove and they get comfortable with themselves and stuff like that. So for me, that's how it was. But once I started doing music, it was just a lot easier for me to be able to translate my thoughts to people, no matter who it is I am. Don't matter if we at work or we at a function or we here, we there. It's like to be able to know how to conduct yourself in
different situations.
In different situations, it really the music has helped me a lot with that. Yeah,
and just being a people person too. When you could talk to the masses, like it is not about white, black, Hispanic, whoever. Like you just a people person. You could vibe with everybody and
get on whoever's level.
Exactly.
Most definitely. What about you? How was your week?
My week
over there in Kentucky.
I'm so happy to be home.
Oh, you was out there? What's out there?
My sister-in-law graduated.
That's what I said. 'Cause that shit sound.
Kentucky.
I don't want to label a whole state or nothing, but that shit sound racist. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
It was
just, I
pretty,
feel like, you know
things
what I'm
got
saying?
kind of racist.
I know it's not like that, but I'm just saying though. Just
Is it like that?
It
I don't.
was.
How
there
was it?
Just, it was cool overall. Like overall,
yeah.
it
How
was
many
dope,
of us
you know,
Browns were over
family.
there? Huh?
There was one next to me close by.
You don't
and
got to answer that. I'm just talking shit.
No,
by
it
the
was
way.
nice. It was nice because I'm just like I'm the only like really like Mexican person in my family, like my husband's white, and so it's, like his whole family. And now my sister-in-law, who we went there for, is getting down with the brown, and
Okay.
That's
he totally
right.
has piercings and tattoos, and I'm like, yes, I'm not the only one now. Like,
Yeah.
There's two of you that they look
Fucking
at crazy
eat
a
it.
little bit. Like,
I'm like, check it out. Do you know who our people are? Like, we were like tatted and fucking pierced, right? Like,
Yeah.
we're not no simple. Like, and so I embrace like who I am, and I don't ever try to front. And I
Right.
love giving people like all of that I am and making them feel like uncomfortable a little bit. Sometimes.
Yeah, we from the Bay, so our swag
Right?
is different no matter what color or race you are.
yeah,
Just
and
that
we're
Bay
comfortable,
vibe.
and we're
When-
comfortable with ourselves out here. You feel
Yeah,
what
I'm
saying?
comfortable
Like,
enough with myself too, where I feel confident enough to like wear weed socks out in Kentucky and not feel like victimized or something. I don't know. Like, I know I got some looks from some people who weren't so accepting or whatever, but
they're
that
like,
shit-
oh, there goes the neighborhood.
Yeah,
we gotta
right.
move, Betty. We gotta move.
But it was cool. I'm just really happy to be home. I'm so happy to go grocery shopping.
You missed the
and
weed.
Clean my house and
Right, I know
smoke
they
on my
had hoof out
porch.
there. I know that.
Yeah, you missed the weed. Let's keep it real.
Was you out here for 420 or was you out there?
No, I was
Oh.
at home for
Oh.
420, so
Oh,
I
okay.
got to enjoy. But I was there for the past week, and so it was
Dry.
It was dry. It was dry AF. I was
You
like,
look real sober in all your
towards
pictures.
the end of the week, I
You was ready.
like,
You was over it.
posting pictures. I was like looking through pictures of like me smoking weed. Like, I remember hitting that blunt. Like,
hella dramatic and shit like it was hella years ago or something, man. You don't knock it off.
Right.
no, it was cool. I'm really happy to be home. That's how my week was. I'm so happy to do these everyday chores, like clean my living room and go to the grocery store and make dinner or whatever. Like,
When you go somewhere else, it is like that. Like, you can't wait to get back. Depending on where you go.
Yeah.
Sometimes you go somewhere on a vacation and be like, I don't never want to leave.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Everything's perfect.
Yeah.
I've never
Like,
been
I
on that
just went to New
vacation.
York last weekend and I had a show out there. And I
fire.
wasn't out there for too long. I had flew in Friday night and I came back Sunday. So I was like a tourist out there. That was my first time going to New York. I did the 9/11 memorial. Went to the Brooklyn Bridge and it was raining, so I went to Times Square, but it was like, damn, I got to get back out here. It was just dope. Like went to Harlem, like the whole vibe was just like different. I'm like, yeah, I see why people be out here. Like, and everybody, I ain't gonna lie, the swag out there, people was fitted. You know, out here you'll see somebody like, what the fuck they got on?
Sure.
But out there, it was like motherfuckers was fitted shoes. Like, I'm like,
Everything.
okay, like the
Bottom
fashion
to top.
shit, yeah. So
They take that shit. I mean, they first with a lot of shit out there, so you
Yeah.
know they're to them it's like they get it first how they you know what I mean. So
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
faster, you know.
Yeah.
And I feel that way about L.A. too.
Yeah.
I go to L.A. all the time, get hella love out there. And it's just like,
Yeah,
hella, it's
definitely.
good ass vibe and shit. I know it ain't sweet or nothing like that, and I'm sure it's crazy out there as well too. But I know that experiences that I've had in LA are pretty dope, and it's one of those times where I'll be like, man, I'll stay out here. It got me
Yeah.
thinking about moving and type shit. You know what I mean? But
I think anywhere we go, like when you from the Bay, it's just our whole everything is different. Like
Yeah.
like so when we go somewhere, they automatically know like okay, they from the Bay. Like even in LA, like I went to Arizona. Arizona was like Bay. It was like LA Bay vibes. Like you could tell it was just different. Like
you know, it's because we all fuck with each other too. I feel like because of that, you learn more from people in general, like different cultures and everything. It's like
You really do.
how you know what I mean, like you know, because
I've been a few places, and I feel like that's the difference. Is that like in the Bay we have so
that's why
much
we so
diversity,
player. Like we
yeah.
could get on
So
anybody's
much
level. It don't
culture.
matter what. Like
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying?
In other states, they have like one of a lot of something,
Yeah.
like, or a couple of something,
and
you
they
know
not
what I
submissive
mean?
to
Like,
something new. They
Yeah.
not like
Nah.
accepting of
They're
that or
setting
they
their
like,
ways.
what
They're
is
like,
that?
yeah, you look crazy to them. But I ain't gonna lie though. 9 times out of 10, you catch a Bay person anywhere, they fuck with us.
Yeah.
Wherever we go, they just like how we move. They like how we carry ourselves, and a lot of times it's just because of that. Because we're people persons and we know how to get along. We know how to move right and how to talk to people and shit. I mean, they noticed that, man. Like I said, motherfuckers from the gate. I introduced myself. They're like, you from the Bay, huh?
Yeah.
I'm like, yup.
Like, I just don't like when you go somewhere and you be like, I'm from Cali. They automatically assume L.A.
Yeah.
They automatically assume Southern California. Nah, I'm from the Bay. Like, let's get it together. I'm from the city, or I'm from. You feel me? So,
And that's facts, because it's like, you know, if you ain't been there, then all you know is what you hear. You
exactly.
know, and what they hype up. And we were talking about this earlier, how I was saying I'm trying to get into the whole movies and stuff like that and keep shit authentic. It's like when they make stuff from out here, it needs to be as much a part of the culture as possible. Like, you know, for better or worse, I love the movie Fruitvale Station.
Yeah.
Because they did their best with the music, even the music that they put in there. You know, the slang, the lingo, you feel me? Everything that they put into that, you know, it was, you could tell it was Bay shit. You feel what I'm saying? That's how I felt like, at least. And I don't feel like we get enough of that. And I feel like also people, you know, just same thing with New York. It's like, since it's such a big place, you could kind of like fake that stilo, you feel me? And pull off a movie and not really be like, you know a lot about the culture there. You just from like what you know and stereotypes and shit like that.
Yeah.
Out here, we know. And we could tell when we see something that's from out here, it's just like, no.
If it's authentic or whatever, yeah,
if it's authentic, to me, that's the thing that well, also, like I said, stands out about us, because the way we are, the way we move, no matter where we go, you know, it's hard, especially, you know, I say it all the time, like, especially out here, you know, it's hard for people to deny it. So I'm trying to, you know, not trying to think hard on y'all, nothing like that, but just had to throw that out there.
Right.
So the weeks were good. My week was all right.
Yes.
I'm surprised that I've been able to get things done. There's a lot of shit going on right now for me. I've been busy for everybody. Oh God, that's real talk. We just talking about the other day. It's like everybody going through something.
Everybody trying to juggle and just trying to make it and working and trying to figure it out, man. I think at the end of the day, everybody got the same goal. We all trying to win. Yeah. We all trying to better our situation, better our circumstances. You know what I'm saying? And it's
better ourselves. Hopefully, the process of it.
And if we got kids, trying to pave the way for them, trying to make sure their life is better and. That's trying, you know, just trying to keep it consistent and stuff, man. Everything, because a lot of shit is out of our control. So what we do, the only thing to do, the best thing we can do is control. We can control and either rest up to whatever. That's kind of what I've been on lately. I haven't really been too focused on the music, although I have been inspired a lot and have recorded a lot of shit. I just ain't dropped it. Yeah. But the main thing right now for me is diving into these stories. I want to make sure that I get these things right. We're gonna be filming pretty soon. I told you already, and I'm gonna say it on the record so people could know I ain't bullshitting. When I get the right part for you, I'm gonna come find you. Yeah, for
and
sure. And
I'm
all for
We'll
it.
get on the same page, same schedule, and we'll make it happen. Shout out to Bro Jackson, Westbound, and everybody, the whole team, everybody. We definitely cooking. We're not posting too much about it. You just see it when it drops.
When it drops, that's how it gotta be. You can't really tell people about all the good shit because they like to fuck it up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you got something good going, just keep it to yourself and just pop out. Boom. Like,
it's
you
crazy,
feel me?
It's crazy how much negativity you attract when you're doing something positive.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. It's like people want to see you doing it, but not more than them, or they want to do it.
Not more than them.
Yeah.
They don't want you doing it more than them, I feel like. More than anything, when you're doing better than them, they're like, wait, hold up a second.
Yeah.
And that has a lot.
These moves?
Yeah, and that has a lot more to say about them than it does the people they feel like that about. And it's like, I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's just out here too. It's like driving, for instance. I was talking about this on the last episode. Motherfuckers will not let you merge.
Get over, man.
They'll try to like
Speed
race up
up.
ahead of you, and it's like, bro, I'm all right. Let me slow down and get from around you. They'll slow down too. It's like, bro, what the fuck is going on? It's the mentality in here. And we used to not be like that. I don't know what the fuck it is now, but a lot of times people really look at somebody else like it's a problem for them to be doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Right.
You know? Right. Instead of actually looking at themselves, it's like, okay, what am I really mad at? Okay, am I not doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Because you can't be, unless you are doing way better than this somebody, you really can't really say nothing about anybody, you know? And you really can't even then. You know, it's best to be on your own shit and mind your business. But, you know, people don't do that. They see you dropping an album. They see you in Kentucky and all that shit. They see me doing what the fuck I do, and they think it's a problem, and it shouldn't be. You know, it's crazy. Stop hate.
I feel like my favorite thing to do is, like, just slow down. And then it's not such a problem anymore. Like, all these things that are happening around me, maybe more people just need to slow down a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too stoned.
It is and it ain't, man. I don't know, because I was
That's
talking
a
about
part
it on
of
my
it,
last
so.
podcast. I was saying it's like I went to Arizona and I went to Nevada. I was out there a lot, and people drive hella nice out there. They the speed limit and the whole shit, and it's like, why the fuck do we act like that out here?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like, bro, let me
Tesla I
through.
was driving was limited at 80, and I was like, what? Limited at 80? Like, I want to go faster than... But who the fuck am I to be going faster than 80?
It's like,
Right.
I mean,
Right,
unless
like, what
you
do I
tryna
need to
race and
do
shit,
to be
or it's
good?
like the freeway's empty. It's like, yeah, but it's like, I don't know. I don't get it. Stop hating. That's all I gotta say about that. We're gonna keep it rolling and shit. So
Right.
This the No Invite. We talk about a lot of shit. We got Vicious in the building, so we're gonna definitely get in here and talk that shit. This one is a topic I picked out, so you guys know, we're heavily relying on Hot Mama and her topics today, because your boy Dolly did so much. But I wanted to talk about this because it's important, since we got a fellow artist on the show.
Yes,
Somebody that
yes.
knows about this. It's kind of relatable, and for Hot Mama, right on. That's all I gotta say.
Okay.
Nah, it's because you're stoned and I'm looking at you and you just look puzzled.
I'm just here for the fucking ride, right? Let's see.
That whole week had your ass turned into a lightweight when you came back, huh? There we go. All right, so here we go. This is some hustling right here. Ice Spice recently revealed in a Billboard interview that she was able to negotiate a deal, major deal with a major label, and keep her masters, her publishing, and creative control. Now, for a lot of people out there that don't know what that means, is that your masters is where you actually own your
Everything you
recordings.
drop, yeah.
Everything you got. You own the recordings. You have the say-so in what you use them for, and you're the one that basically gets the direct benefit from
Right.
it, because it's your work. So owning masters of anything, whether it's your own or another artist, if they are worth having, they
Right.
are lucrative. They make money. So she was able to retain that.
That's
Publishing
good,
is
shit.
another thing, that you get from radio play and television, different kind of royalties. Your publishing and stuff like that is the stuff where they collect that. That way, when you hear people on the NBA, you hear their music, you're like, how the fuck they're getting paid for that?
Right.
Because they got their publishing right. Or so if they're not getting paid for that, their label getting paid for that. But that's another story. In general, just trying to give them a quick breakdown for those people that don't know how the shit works. And then creative control is where you're able to put the art out as you see fit without no interference from
Exactly.
the
About
label.
them try to transform you into something else.
Try to make you into a fucking a copy of somebody else, or
selling sex, because that's what they do for most females. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, try to exploit them and shit.
Yeah.
And it's the one where it's like, honestly, I don't even feel like there's a need for that. There's plenty of that on its own. It's like the way the music is now, and how many females out here are really getting to it. It's like, it should be diverse. Everybody shouldn't be the same. Everybody can't be rapping one kind of style or just about one type
Right.
of thing. It needs to be that, because that's how you get rid of something, is by
need to
not
be
letting it be
substance and
diverse. Yeah,
shit.
exactly.
Yeah.
You gotta. There's all kinds of shit. There's with anything else, but kind of like I was saying, like the hyphy movement.
Right.
You know what I mean? When it was full force and everything, everybody started trying to sound the same.
Yeah,
Instead of
exactly.
like emphasize, okay, that's a dope sound, the hyphy sound, but it's also emphasize what we've been doing this whole time prior to that.
Yeah.
And I feel like because that wasn't getting emphasized as much, it came and went. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? People always, it's the culture. Like, we can't say it came and went, because people still love that music, that style, everything, the whole shit, that era, definitely. But what I'm saying is, like, because of that, because it was only just one thing, it didn't
Yeah.
have no sustainability.
Yeah, a lot of people speak back down on the hyphy movement, like the younger generation, like, y'all was stupid, y'all was just riding out the window and wearing baggy ass clothes, and like I hear certain people talk bad on the hyphy movie, but they like paved it, like, you know what I'm saying? It was
Yeah.
like it was like a movement. Like, I like how Fab trying to keep that going. You know what I'm saying?
What?
It might not, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
It might not be the same as like when Dre was still alive, but it's like you said, the culture of
It's
the
the
Bay.
culture.
It's
That's
a part
Bay
of the
culture,
Bay.
yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's a part of our sound and our style, and nobody could copy that. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
I
saying?
haven't seen a generation yet that has. They don't know it. That's the problem. But I
They're
haven't
not
seen a generation
innovative.
that, yeah.
There's no innovators. It's
Yeah.
nobody. Like, people try to come with shit and then just be like, like I can't knock what's new and shit, but it just be like it don't have no substance to me.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the shit I don't listen to. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I try to stay outside the box. Like and then plus I got a daughter too, so I don't want to. I got to be an example. And I know some artists they be like, well, my music ain't for kids, my music ain't for this. But you got to trip. That's who's listening to your shit. That's who's coming up. Regardless, you gotta.
That's who gonna be streaming your
You know
shit.
what I'm saying?
That's
That's
who
who
be listening
exactly.
to your shit.
And I don't like they always be like sex sales. Like for example, Coi Leray, when she first came out, she was like kind of tomboyish. You know what I'm saying? Now she just every picture she's damn near half naked. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what you was talking about, how they try to change you or the labels try to make you into something else. And I just feel like as for me, I don't want to like I might do a sexy photo shoot for an album cover or like my drop I just did. You know I got a lot of sexy photos, but I'm not every post. I'm not gonna post my ass or titties
It's not an
out.
emphasis. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not gonna do
that's
that.
just a part of you, but it's
Yeah.
not all that you are.
Yeah, exactly.
Most definitely that and that right there. That's what brings us back to what we're saying is that's why having creative control and like for instance yourself, you have creative control of what you're doing right now. So
exactly.
you're able to be like, okay, this moment I want to do sexy. This moment I'm gonna do a lot more,
Exactly.
straight edge, or I'm gonna do it differently. I'm gonna do it more classic, or whatever it is you want to do, whatever look. I mean that's the industry, we know
exactly.
everybody knows what the industry is. The industry is they trying to get as much money as they can as possible, and that's why I think it is dope that she's able to do that.
Hell
to
yeah.
retain all three of those things, because when you got that, then the power's in your hand. And if she wants to do sexy shit, just kind of like how you, she wants to do sexy shit, she will. If she wants to do regular shit, she could. She don't have to. All the subject matter don't got to be the same. It don't got to be talking about the same shit. They can have more range to it and actually be free, because once again, if you go to a major and they only want this from you, they're not going to really put your records out unless you give them what they want.
Exactly.
No creative control, and then a lot of times they do stuff, it's a shady business. A lot of times they'll do things just to get you out the way.
Right.
Or
they'll shelve you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
because you're competition to an artist they already been developing or they're working with or something. Or they feel like you're a threat. It's dope. I brought it up because I just wanted to shout that shit out. It's dope as an artist, as somebody that knows these things and sees how shit roughly moves.
Right.
It's dope to see that.
Yeah, shout out Ice Spice, because you rarely hear about that. Like you hear getting all that, like owning your masters, and she's so young in the game.
And you got your publishing, your masters,
exactly.
and creative control.
A lot of artists, they come in and they they be shelved, or you know what I'm saying, they don't know nothing about nothing, and these labels, they want to get artists while they're young because they just be like, ooh, we're going to give you $100
some money in front
a day.
of them.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to give you this deal, and they be so quick to jump on it. Now you got to put out 2 albums or 3 albums, and you put them out, and then they don't do nothing. Yeah. Then they give you another advance. Now you in a hole, you know what I'm saying? It's just, it's all type of shit with that shit. So.
It's a lot of fuckery. I've been offered stuff before, and it's always like, okay, well, shit, the first things first, I'm going to have my lawyer take a look at this contract. It's good, right? And, I tell people all the time, it's a red flag if no one want to let you do that. You should. Anybody that's signing any kind of paper with anyone, you need to have somebody translate that for you.
Exactly. Period. That small print, that fine print, fuck your ass off.
That fucking that vocabulary that you don't really know what it means. I'm like, what the fuck is this? What does this mean? Like the way they phrase shit, that's language. That's
but they do that
lawyer
on
jargon.
To like finesse you.
Yeah, they do
They'll
that.
give you this contract and then that money, and then you like, ooh, the money. That's all you. That's all.
That's it.
That's what
when you
people
young.
just see sometimes.
And I forgot who recently just I forgot what's the R&B singer that's dope right now. He just came out recently and talking about how he turned down like I think 40 million or some shit like that.
R&B singer?
He's R&B. He's young. He's a dude. I forgot what his name is.
He's
it's
from
a
out
bad
here?
habit. I forgot.
I know who you talking about. I know that song.
That song, right? Anyway, so he just turned down the deal. The same thing because the label offered him something. He offered him 40 million right off the top, but I'm pretty sure if you walk away from 40 million, one thing for sure,
gotta be something.
It's gotta be you gotta be. Obviously, like Master P said, he walked away from a big deal because he goes, if they were willing to offer me that, then I know I was worth 10 times more.
Yeah.
So if they're willing,
that's the same thing Laresso said. Yeah, they tried to offer him something, and he was like, nah, like you feel me? Exactly the same thing. If you trying to offer me that, then I know I'm 2 times worth more than that. Like, you know,
how do you keep the rights to? How do you guys say your masters and your?
Well, it's just about who you're dealing with.
Recording with, yeah.
It's just when you just don't sell it, or how'd you say?
Well, how you keep them is that's a part of your negotiation process. So when you go to a label, let's say I'm trying to sign you, and I'm like, I want, what are your conditions? What do you want? And then this is what I want.
And you have a label, right?
Yeah.
So people come to you and they're like, what do you want? And then you tell them.
Well, I think that's independent.
It depends. Okay, let's say like this. Give you an example. I'm trying to sign Vish to my label.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, boom, let's take this out. I want to do a 3-album deal. I want half the masters. Oh, no, I want all the masters, but you keep all the publishing and the show money and your merch and shit like that. That's how some people do it, which is not right, actually. The artist should keep the masters, and you should have something like a working relationship with them would be best. Right. It's probably more profitable if you have the masters for yourself, but at the same time, if you're not doing good business, you're probably going to guarantee that you'll never work with this artist again, ever. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like, I always tell people, I'd rather do straight up business with you. Right. That way, no matter what happens at the end of the day, we walk away, we'll still be able to do business again. Right. It ain't gonna be like, oh fuck, like I burnt you, or now I don't do that. But now the industry is shady, and the industry will take advantage. So I'm trying to sign her, boom, this, that, and the other. She's like, I want to keep the masters to anything that we record under this contract. And then I'm like, no, I don't want that because it's not good for me, as a greedy fucking, industry and shit. So that's how it works. Masters is like, your master recording.
You're recording. So when you go to the studio, like however your setup is, whatever you got going on, when I record, like if he had a studio here and I record my song, my session, all that's my masters. So he has in his hard drive or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So whoever, that's basically what your masters are.
And even if I have a copy of it, she owns it by law. You dig what I'm saying? So I can't use it. Yeah. So that's different. It's different when people say they can't use their own music. It's because they signed a contract and they lost their masters in that contract.
Exactly.
So that's when you be like, my artist can't put they telling you, oh, don't buy that shit or don't stream this music. Like De La Soul was battling with their label for a minute because they didn't own their first album. And they put it on streaming sites. They were getting nothing from it. And that's their first shit. And then that's what we're saying. So
like how Dave Chappelle, it's not music, but how Dave Chappelle with the Dave Chappelle show, how they was trying to play him and they was playing and streaming this shit on Netflix, and he like, don't watch Netflix, or was it Netflix?
Yeah, Netflix, totally.
Yeah, he was like, don't watch Netflix because they owe me, they're trying to steal my show. Just the same type of shit. Like,
same thing. And it's the same thing because it's your IP, it's your intellectual property. So when she goes in the studio and makes a song, even if she didn't make the beat, it's just her rapping, her lyrics plus the beat makes a whole new piece of intellectual property.
Right.
The beat by itself is its own thing, and her vocals by itself is its own thing. But when you put them together, you make a whole new piece of art. Yeah. Exactly. So then there is where you get the money from that stuff. So that's what's the valuable part. And as a label, let's say we do something together, hit. Boom, through the roof, sets off her whole career. The reason why labels be wanting to keep the masters is because they probably feel like they're never going to get nothing back, besides this from her because she blew up already, which is kind of ass backwards because you should be like, we maintain a good relationship with this person. We're going to always do some kind of business.
Do even more and more and more of these.
So,
and sometimes people fall out, like how Glorilla just blew up. And what was her, Fuck Nigga Free, that song, the dude that made the beat. When she blew up, her and him got into it because whatever business they had in order. You know what I'm saying? So it's just always good to have your business in order.
And do good business.
Do good business. You fucking over people.
Same things like producer. Pay your producer.
Yeah.
If he made the beat, you want some publishing,
or
I'm
give
gonna
him some publishing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You
register
some
your
song.
This shit hit the radio. Boom, you own a piece of the publishing. That's money that you get, residual money that you get from, like we said, royalties, radio play, this, different places, different platforms and stuff like that. And then you have streaming money. That's a different thing. But yeah, because of that, it's dope to see somebody actually go with the labels and be able to do that because now she got the machine. So I guarantee you she's going in another 2-3 years she's going to be they're going to look at her like big star. She's already big, but she's going to get bigger than that because she made a deal that's good for her business. That's why like we were saying, a lot of artists also, they'll sign these bullshit deals and they won't even be able to release their music no more.
Right.
Or they'll stop making music and be stuck in that deal because the label, they're not getting no streaming money. Yeah. They're barely getting any.
Like Cash Doll, for a minute. I keep name dropping people, but it's actual, it's factual.
It's business.
Cash Doll, she was for a minute when she first came out, she had to get released from her label. She couldn't drop no music and do stuff like that. So yeah, it's just when you get in these deals, you gotta watch what you're signing and what you're doing, man.
Yeah, first and foremost, it's dope. Whoever her team was and her lawyer, especially, because if your lawyer is able to go there and secure that for you, then that's fine.
You're an entertainment lawyer for sure.
You need that. Shout out to Chua. You know what I mean? I got somebody on retainer. You know what I mean? For when it gets real, I can call them up. You know what I mean?
I need to get one. Anybody looking for an artist now? I need a fucking lawyer.
And that's another thing. They said that she doesn't really. She didn't really have management when she was doing this deal, so she was doing this shit on her own, and I think that's also kind of
hard. Yeah,
that's dope. That's dope for you to be able to do that. And a lot more. I seen an interview recently with it was $1 Million Worth of Game with LL, and he was talking about when he started making music, hip hop didn't have managers, and it didn't have all this other shit. You know, people were doing, you know,
shit on their own.
They were doing the shit on their own. And it was like there was contracts, he said, and stuff like that. That was stuff that you know. But when the industry was born, a whole new industry, which was hip hop, was being born, and artists. That's when people came in and swooped in on the culture and tried to make money off things.
Exactly.
Oh, now you need a manager, bro, because I should be handling this shit for you.
Right.
And I'm not saying that, I'm not trying to demonize no managers, because we're actually gonna have a music manager right here. The managers are quite a couple people on the show too, because there's good and bad in everything. There's good managers, bad managers, stuff like that. But it's like, you know, to be able to do something like that on that level,
on large
without,
scale,
you know, without no real management and shit, that's fire. So shout out to her. We got some more topics. What's popping? Talk to me.
Oh, let me get them here. Let's see.
Yes.
I ain't
Sorry,
gonna lie, we need a manager too, or somebody just to handle the business.
Well, you
part
know what?
Of it.
You know what? I'm gonna send you
For
to
real.
her. I'm gonna send you to her. I'm gonna send your profile to her. I'm not gonna say who or what. You guys gonna pull up. We're gonna get.
No,
her in the
it's all
building.
good. It's just like as an artist, just handling all your business. Like for me, I do everything. Like I book my own shows. I do my own videos. I do my own music. I do my own wardrobe. Like I do everything. So it's like it gets overwhelming. Like sometimes, and then when people hit you for features, it be like, damn, like you don't want to. People try to negotiate because you my friends, or you think I should give you a deal. Yeah. And sometimes as an artist, it be hard. Like you don't want to be charging people. I know what I'm worth, but it's like, damn, people try to talk you down. Mm-hmm. You know, with a manager, they gonna stick to it. Like, oh no, we need this. Boom. You feel me? If you don't want
to
it,
have somebody speak on your behalf. That way you don't gotta kind of deal with a whole
we're
bunch of that.
We're not gonna say no names or nothing, but this is who she manages right now.
Okay, that's it. Reg Black and
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we said we. My bad.
Don't worry about it. It's all
name
love.
dropping. My bad.
But no, like I said, I can't guarantee nothing. Obviously, that's something y'all could work out. But I can put y'all in contact, because that's what the fuck I do.
Folks.
That's
I
player
just did
shit
2
right
shows
there.
with them.
Yeah. I already knew you were gonna know. I was saying, I was like, here, check this out.
Right. Okay.
But shout out to her. She will be a guest on the podcast. Shout out to Veronica.
Okay.
She's management for them, you know, for Reg Black and stuff like that. So I just, like I said, I can't promise nothing. I'm gonna just introduce y'all, because I know one thing for sure: you grinding your ass off. You always been on, like I said, consistent and pushing yourself, the brand, not only here but other states and shit like that. So if anybody need a manager, somebody that's doing shit like
York.
that. You know
exactly right.
New
Just
York.
traveling. That's what it's about. I love the bad, I love the soil, but we gotta definitely get up out of here, because once you hit a certain peak, it's like it's time to go. You know what I'm saying? It's like politics out here. It's cliquey. It's all that. People don't like crabs in a bucket. Motherfuckers for sure be hating no matter what.
No
matter
your own
what.
people will be hating. Like it's like it's enough out here for everybody. It's enough fans. It's enough money. It's enough houses.
We can't
cars.
all rap. You know what you want to do. I'll support you in your dream. What the fuck you want to do?
I always support Eric, man. I'm sharing, repost. Like I just dropped the album. I know it just dropped today, but at the end of the day, somebody, like a few people hit me like, share this for me. Like, but I just dropped the album. Like you ain't gonna share my cover. It don't take nothing to share nothing, man. Yeah, it don't take nothing to share, and that's what I just be like. It's just fucking crazy, man. People don't have the same loyalty, not the word, but the same
they don't
personality.
Same. It's all take nowadays. It's the same thing. I feel like with the driving and everything. It's just all fuck everybody else. It's me. You feel me?
And
it's
it
like,
shouldn't be like that.
It's like, yo, we were never like that. You know, the hyphy, we're talking about hyphy movement.
Unity is better.
Yes,
you move shit with unity. When people was together, you move.
And money.
It's almost like people look at you
money,
funny
bro.
when you are hella supportive of other people.
Like,
too,
why you share that shit? Or why you boom? Or why you do this?
Nah, you know, you could like share things or support others, and yours is not gonna like lack any.
It's not gonna damper nothing you got going on
for itself. Like it's like not gonna hold you back or hold them back or.
But like I said, once again, that's some shit that says a lot more about people that feel that way. You know, get your life right.
That's weird that there's so many salty ass motherfuckers. Like in a room full of like hella like cool ass people. You know what I mean? Like
people
there's
be
probably
blocking
a room down like
Yeah.
in the house over. You know what I mean? Like that's just like weird.
You just block your blessings when you do shit like that. When you just have ulterior motives, or you just not a cool person.
Consistently negative all the time. Like, Jesus Christ, cheer the fuck up. It ain't that bad. It's like, you ain't, trust me, I've seen worse.
Right.
You know, shit, it could be a lot worse. We all been through some shit, right? So it's like, I see people complaining. It's like, yo, man, if you're not happy with yourself, just say that. But there's no need for you to be like that.
Don't be mad at people that's doing they shit, living their goals and their dreams.
And I hate the fake love, though, too, though. If you don't fuck with my shit, that's cool.
Yeah, our shit ain't for everybody. Everybody not going to like it. I don't expect everybody in the world to like my music. Like, they're not. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with constructive criticism. I'm okay with criticism, period. Like, you feel me? So it's
we gotta be open to that as artists. You know, we kind of come with that. We're built with that shit because we know that like whatever we put out, we're gonna be out here exposed. So for better or worse, we're gonna rock with it.
Right.
So people might love it. A lot of people might love it, but you definitely gonna always have somebody out there that's talking shit about it for no fucking
regardless.
reason. Regardless.
Talk about me, whatever, negative, bad. You're speaking.
I'm salty right now.
Right.
Lips hella dry talking about people and shit. Brush your teeth. Do something. I'm not trying to call haters out because you know what, you could change your life. You know what I'm saying? But some people just mad. They mad. You like Bly said, "Oh, you mad, huh?" Yeah. Okay, so what you got for me?
Listen,
and shout out to Ann though too.
Ann. Shout out to Ann because she's dropping things in the inbox without even being here. So she's still putting her little legwork in.
We'll catch Ann on the next one though. She definitely.
Yeah, she dropped a few things though. I don't know where you want to go. You want to
just kick it off, whatever. Fuck it. If it's good, it's good. If we don't care, fuck it. We just keep it moving.
Okay. Let's talk about the baby because I feel like that's so funny. Okay, so. Anne brought this article to our inbox that's like Janet Jackson had her first baby at 50 and like the brat she's about to have her first baby at 49 and then it's like you gotta this meme or whatever says you gotta stop letting society tell you when you should stop or start having kids because not everybody's ready in their 20s and 30s and I get that part, the 20s and 30s, you know, but then it poses the question like how old is too old to be having babies. Okay.
Shit. I'm gonna tell you like this: if that thing's still working out, you know what I mean. I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? And so I would say because I'm 41, so I'm about to have a kid right now too. I'm 41, and it's crazy because it's like it's a 20-year age gap. But I'm like, if it's gonna happen, it gotta happen now because I'm still good. I can still move around and shit. You know, so. I don't want to. I just didn't want to. If
would you be 79 like Robert De Niro?
Robert De Niro just had a baby. That his,
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this: when it comes to that type of shit, those the only motherfuckers I ain't gonna never say nothing about like that is the motherfuckers could afford to take care of their kids. So Robert De Niro got it like that. Definitely not worried about. Definitely not worried about him paying nothing. So he's definitely. I mean, look. It sucks because you want to be there for your kid. You want to be able to be mobile and jump around and you know, take him to football and all that stuff. You good? Taking to football and the whole shit, right? But it's like if you don't do that and you're not able to, it's like it's kind of fucked up. It's kind of selling them short. You dig? So to me, it ain't a question of how old. It's like, can you take care of your kid? Can you keep up with your kid? Are you keeping up with yourself? Are you taking care of yourself? Oh, don't worry about it. It's all good. You know, over here in the Noah Vibe, we be having technical difficulties, so it ain't nothing. Yeah. But, you good? You got it?
Yep.
Okay. But yeah, I don't think. What about you? Do you think it's too old? What's the age limit?
I think it's no age limit to having kids. It is kind of selfish, though, like when you know, like if you was like 79, that's a stretch because you're probably not going to be there for the kid for that long. But, I mean, if you still were able to push them out, people be wanting to leave their legacy. You know what I'm saying? People want to be, all right, I had this many kids. I want to keep this shit going. I want to have a big family.
And you never know how you're going to feel. Like, you know, later on in life, you might feel like a certain way at a certain age. But later on in life, you're like, you know, it might change. Because to be honest with you, after I had my son, I was like, yo, I ain't trying to have no more kids. I was it.
Yeah.
You know, but shit changes. Shit don't always, you know, go as you think about it, you start thinking about how you were in your 20s and, you know, in your teens and shit. You're like, yo, I was fucking ridiculous.
Right.
Like, I was out of pocket. What the fuck? I'm surprised I'm still here to have fucking kids and shit.
Yeah, I told y'all earlier, like, my daughter's dad was like OG. He was like 25 years older than me. He passed, rest in peace, Reg, from cancer. But it was like unexpected. Mm-hmm. Even though he was like that much older than me, it was like he was, all of a sudden, it just hit him. Like, he was healthy. He's working on cars. He's doing this. Then all of a sudden, he got sick. And it was just like, wow. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it in that manner. Like, damn, he was older and it's kind of messed up for my daughter now not to have her dad. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends. I feel it's like the brat. I think that's dope. You know what I'm saying? I always feel like you know, I don't know if the brat, like when she was younger, you know, it was kind of like, do she like females? Does she like
was she ever even thinking about kids?
So it's cool that she's willing to carry, because I know some people that's like in that kind of relationship, they don't want to have no kids, you know what I'm saying? Or do none of that. So that's kind of dope. I feel like it's dope.
I don't feel like it's an age limit though, like I was telling you. It's just of course, you know, I'm not gonna say it's an age limit, but it's like if you gonna be 78, I hope you have some money at least. I hope your kid's gonna be all right. So I can't really knock De Niro for what he's doing.
I think that I think personally that there might be an age limit. You can't be, in my opinion, be 79 like making new babies. It's not fair.
Yeah, it's time to be great grandpa.
Like unless you can really financially set them up and it's gonna be good to go or whatever. Like I feel like that's really like
it's crazy when you introduce your newborn daughter to your great grandkids and shit. Huh? It's like shit hit a little different.
It makes shit hella weird, right?
Yeah, like your newborn baby is already like a great aunt type shit. Yeah.
No, for sure. My dad has kids that are like probably like maybe like 5 years old or so, and so that means that like I have nieces and nephews who are way older than like their own aunts and uncles. Like that's like stepping out of pocket a little bit, and maybe I'm jaded a little bit because that motherfucker don't take care of none of his kids. You know what I mean? So I'm like thinking that it's so easy for men to make babies and then just be like, okay, well that's that. You know what I mean? But for a woman, you know what I mean? Like she's gonna be having that baby. I think like Janet Jackson, and like as long as your guys' health is in order.
I was just
like,
gonna say that because some people are older and it's more complications when you're older when you have
you risk your
kids.
life more for that too.
But if you're like financially like wealthy, then you can take care of things and like make it kind of
also,
like a lot safer.
we don't know how long Janet's been trying, so she probably has been trying forever, and it finally happened for her. You know what I mean? So because I mean that like some people just don't, unfortunately they're not able to like feel that blessing, So I'm not calling that out now. I don't know what she got going on, but maybe 60 if she felt like she was ready.
She was 60? She's 60?
No, she was 50. But he's saying,
50's still up there though for having a baby. I mean, at least in modern times, I don't mean like up there as far as like age appropriate, but I mean like how they be trying to tell you like your health and you fuck around and
and then now
it's dangerous.
The culture, everybody like it's fucked up, but people having babies 16, 17, and that's like kind of normal now, and it's kind of fucked up. Like,
because
that was normal before though too, like way back in the day.
They
it
was
like
13, 14
like if you're 30 years
kids
old and bearing a baby, they're like, oh damn, you know
waited
what I
too
mean?
long.
Like I don't know.
Crazy how fucking everything changes though, because it's like now it just
30
I don't know
is
if you
perfectly acceptable.
No, 30's
you know
I don't know.
That's good.
That's
like
the perfect range.
Still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, them 20s are wild.
Yeah.
Too wild to be having a
I know
baby.
a lot of people had kids when we was fresh out of high school, and now their kids are like graduating from high school, and it's like, damn. Like I had my daughter when I was
lucky bastards.
Yeah, because I had my daughter when I was 28, so now she just finna go through.
Now you know why everybody's like, "What the fuck you was doing?" Because like I said, my son 20, he grown and all that shit.
Right.
Like they're like, now's the time he's supposed to be traveling and doing. I was like, hey man, I don't give a fuck
starting all
about
over
none of that
again.
shit.
Right.
It don't matter. It is what it is.
It's worth it,
though.
baby,
You know what I
mean? It's worth it. It's always worth it.
Yeah, off top. No, and that's how they look at it. I don't look at it like that. Even after that, because
Those
to
are
me,
them salty
I was
people.
like, yo, my kid's grown now. You don't really fuck with me. It's like it's kind of lonely.
He doing his own shit.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not like
he probably hit you when he needs something.
Yeah, and he's not rude
God,
or
can you come
nothing. He's
pick
not
me
rude
up?
about it, but it's just like, damn, you know what I mean? So I'm the way I look at it is like I was getting lonely. I was like, shit, I miss having a little kid running around, going and doing football, fucking, doing all the little carnivals and the shit for the kids and stuff like that. I was like, I don't do none of that now. And maybe we go get something to eat. At the most, we'll go hit the food truck or something.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what's
Makes
up.
me hungry.
Okay, so what else you got for us? We established that there is no limit, like Master P. When
You
it comes to
guys
this
say
shit.
that there's
as long as
no
you can take care of your
limits,
fucking
but
kids.
I think that there's a limit, and maybe like 80 for a woman or something, because
Now, I really honestly I think like 80. That's a bit much.
Yeah, that's a
right,
bit
that's
much.
still kind
Yeah.
of old
Some
for a
powdered
woman
milk
to
in
be
the titties
bearing
and
a
shit.
newborn ass child, because you're hella old. You could barely care for yourself almost. So how
Well,
you gonna
some
bear?
You about to
Nah,
both
some-
be in diapers.
Now, some people be like 80, 90, still looking
Yeah.
good.
Well, my
Hey,
girl
on
is
God.
87, and
On
that
God.
she is like moving hella
Hey.
slowly.
I was
people
just
be
working
still
at a
doing
retirement
that shit.
commuter, and this motherfucker's like 93 years old, still moving around, moving and shaking. I couldn't even tell he was 93. I was like, serious? So I'm 93, veteran Korean War. I
It
was like, all right,
depends,
grandpa,
I guess.
get your
Because
money.
some people are real limber, for
Yeah.
being.
I don't know. When it comes to that, man, that's why
I
they don't
hope
know
to
the
be.
secret of they don't know about the secret of life and shit, because it's like you can't tell. Like some people live to be hella old, some people don't. It just
Yeah, I just seen an article. It was like a lady. She was like, 120 or something.
Crazy.
Like she was
Wow.
old as hell.
Like, dude, does anybody even want to live that long?
Hey,
though?
I'm gonna tell you like this. Once I get
don't.
past 85, I'm taking up fucking skydiving. I'm doing bungee jumping. I'm gonna just be a little regular extra, just a little extra
Ain't jumping off
reckless.
No planes and shit.
Yeah, because I'm like, I'm not trying to hurry up the process, but I'm like, you know what, it's a lot. You know, I don't know if I want to be hella old where I'm shitting myself and doing wild shit. Like it's like that case just throw me off the motherfucking plane at this point.
Yeah, I don't want to be suffering. Like how
exactly.
they just, it's like selfish. Like people have your family or keep you like on life support or whatever just for their own comfort. Like but I don't want to be uncomfortable. Like if I can't do shit, if I can't take care of myself, it's over. Man.
Let me go.
Right.
You know, I'll catch y'all on the next one. What else you got?
Okay, so that
I'll catch you on the next one.
that
I'll
fire
catch
that
you next
happened
time.
at
I'll
the
be
BART
back.
station, and saying that this should be one of the topics because what the hell, we pay hella for like BART and for them to just pop off and like have a big ass fire and ruin 6 vehicles is out of pocket, and that we need they need to have BART police on site in Antioch because is tripping. However, the Antioch police are already tripping. Do we really want more of them motherfuckers up in the space?
I don't know what to tell y'all. It's kind of crazy because I'm telling you this. First of all, BART stank too much for it to be charging people to ride that motherfucker.
Right.
Yeah.
It should be free. That's my opinion personally.
We should get hazard pay for fucking riding that shit.
I mean,
like,
sometimes
okay.
you go in there, you really don't know what you're gonna get. It's a mixed bag. There'll be somebody, half naked
Sleep,
in there
dead,
chilling,
jump, dancing.
you know what I'm
It's
saying?
a show on
Drugs
one
for
train.
me.
Yeah.
I
You
can't.
got homeless people on one train.
There's a
Yeah.
fight popping off on
On
the
the
other
other
train. They
train,
about to
right.
start fighting and shit. I'm just like, man, BART has it all the way around. I don't know what it is.
I ain't called BART in years, and honestly, I mean, I understand for people that got to get to and from work, but it's like, I don't know. I just feel like a lot of shit didn't happen on BART. People that got shot, stabbed, killed.
Police
Exactly.
too.
Police
hurt motherfuckers
brutality,
and all that
like
shit.
it's just it's a fucking lot. I mean, and about
it's too much.
Who is still riding BART?
I mean, I feel like a lot of people write it, and they might just harp on for free. Because I know when I rode
We
BART,
might
I
as
wasn't
well
paying for shit.
at this
I mean,
point.
be honest.
the way things are now, where they just let anybody steal anyways, it's like, what they gonna do? Chase you down?
What are they gonna do? Exactly.
Shit, no, nowadays you might get killed.
I mean,
Yeah.
fucking around with
You
the
know what
BART
I'm saying?
police.
Real shit.
Shit.
Yeah, because
They will fucking
That's true.
him
for
your
a
ass
reason.
up.
You seen
and
dude that got
tase you
arrested?
and-
He got arrested and choked up and shit for for eating a sandwich on BART.
What?
This was like
Yeah.
about 3-4 years ago. I seen the video. I was like, this is ridiculous on God. And dude was like, the cop told him to get off the BART train because he was eating a sandwich. And he was telling him he had to leave. And dude's like, why do I have to leave for? It's just a sandwich. Look, I'm done. Like, he was eating. He finished it. And dude was like, now I'm going to arrest you and start roughing him up.
That's
and
that
going
power trip
some
shit.
wild
I bet you
like,
checking he's one of them 45 cops that they're investigating right now.
Man, what are we going, you know what I'm
That shit
saying?
is fucking wild.
It's out of pocket out here. I don't think BART should be
Was
free.
dude black?
Huh?
Was he black?
Yeah,
or, see?
come on. I mean,
Yeah,
let's
I mean,
keep it funky. Who
yeah.
you seen most of that shit happen to? Because had it been any other race,
Yeah.
it would have been like, or especially some white folks, it'd have been a big thing, newspaper, the whole shit. It'd been,
Right.
you know what I mean? They when it comes
It's
to
just
black
sad.
and brown
He wouldn't
folks,
have
they
even
just
been
like,
harassed about
they
his
play it
sandwich in the
low.
first place.
Yeah.
He would have been able to finish.
For a
Just
fucking
wrap it up, sir,
sandwich.
whenever you're done.
Yeah.
You know, that shit's fucking
So you gotta
wild.
tell us like, hey man, don't do that no more. I mean, that's all you got. It's really a stupid ass fucking thing to begin with. I was like, y'all worry about a motherfucker eating a sandwich in here, but y'all don't say shit about these motherfuckers pissing in here though. So
Right.
it's like it don't
It's
make
kind
no
of
sense.
left too, and it that's like how we talking about the kind of racist shit, but like the shit that just happened, was it in Texas, the mass thing
Mm-hmm.
shooting at the mall? It's like people that do that type of shit, look what race they be.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like it's fucked up, but them motherfuckers you gotta really watch out for.
And it's like
And
I'm not trying to be a dick, but it's kind of like in science they say that who's most likely to be a fucking shooter like that, and unfortunately a lot of these mass shootings have been
Caucasian people.
And then it's
white
like-
supremacists.
Yeah.
You feel me? Doing foul shit. So
Having access.
and
Yeah.
it's a lot of shit. We don't get too political on
I
that.
wonder though,
You know what I'm saying?
because I
People
ain't
get
rode
hurt.
the BART in hella long. I chose to ride the ferry. I started riding the ferry to and from San Francisco.
Ferry's
or
quite
Vallejo.
relaxing. I ain't gonna lie.
Right? Have you
Yeah.
guys tried it before? It's
I
beautiful.
rode the ferry when I stayed in Vallejo. I used to ride the ferry to
Across the water, huh?
Embarcadero and then
Yeah.
catch the BART
Yeah.
to City College when I was going to City College. So yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, the water is cool. Like, you know what I mean? It's like a mood. You feel me?
And when you catch the ferry home at during the evening, they got drinks and all type of shit on there, snacks.
I
and shit.
seen that little car station.
Yeah.
Mama needs a drink.
Okay, so check it out. We're gonna take a quick break and we'll come back. I think that was cool right there. The topics was fly. You know what I mean? Appreciate y'all. You know, this is what the fuck we do in the next. We're gonna talk about you.
Woo,
We're gonna ask you some questions. We're gonna find out what's up. You're gonna have to give us a breakdown about this album and your process and everything. Because this season is named The Process for a reason, because we're basically inviting everybody here to see our growth. You feel me? See how much we're moving. You know, we went and got, like I said, a bump in the viewership. So I guess it's kind of like a thing now. So, you know, we're gonna talk that shit.
Hell yeah.
Bang, we're back. No Invite Podcast, episode 131. We got Sovicious in the
building.
building.
So motherfucking vicious.
We got Hot Mama over here going a little bit of trauma.
And it is hot in here.
Yeah, it's hot as fuck in here. It's like one of the first hot days of the summer.
Right. About to get this
summertime
shit started.
now.
Right.
Yeah.
Hot Mama seen the bottle of Cuervo and had a PTSD flashback and shit
shook
like that.
a little. I was like, wait. That's this type of party.
We gotta do one more shot before we start though.
Okay, let's do it. Let's get it.
All right, here we
You
go.
know, I got the Don Hooli.
All right, don't judge me, y'all. This ain't the regular Jose Cuervo.
Thanks.
Okay. All right, so we're back, and you already know we do the podcast. We talk our talk. We like to talk about different kinds of topics and shit like that, but we got to get down right to it.
Hell yeah.
We got Sovicious in the building, coming out of Frisco. You have definitely been somebody that's been on their grind, consistently moving, pushing your brand, pushing the culture. I see you everywhere.
Man,
you know, like I said, tapped in with you since 2014.
Right.
And have ran across you in all types of different places and
Events,
scenarios and situations and stuff like that. So it's dope. But we want to talk about 1227.
Yes.
That's why we're here, right?
Right.
Okay, so talk to me about it. How do you feel about the album and what's going on with that? Why 1227?
Man, I'm just excited about that. 12/27 is actually my birthday. You feel me?
Nice.
So I feel like I was birthing a new project. That was my birth of me being born. So it was just dope. I was like, let me name it 12/27. That's just really how I came up with the title. I was just like, I was trying to think of some titles, and I'm like, damn, I just want to.
I just like to thank myself.
Right. Pretty much.
And
And it came down to like, damn, am I thinking too hard about it? And then actually the photos that I took for the cover, shout out Phil and Miss Lee, man. They do all my covers where they have been for the last 3 years, doing my photo shoots. I did the photo shoot on my birthday.
Oh, that's
so
fine.
I had a birthday party. I had written out an Airbnb. They came through, did my photo shoot. So I
that
was
sounds
like,
saucy as fuck.
it was lit. It was dope. I was like, let me just do a photo shoot, and so then that kind of brought it together too. So. Shout out Phil and Miss Lee, man. They dope. They got my shit looking right. Every album cover, every time I drop, they be like, "Who did your artwork?" Like, so
Hell yeah.
love y'all to death, man. Yeah, but go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I knew that it had some kind of meaning to it.
Yeah.
Because you know how, you could tell like the standard fucking name from an album cover, Guess Who's Back or something like for an album and shit. And then when you see something that's not common like 1227, you're like, oh, this is different. What is this? Like, what does it
I like
mean?
the Roman numerals too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was fun.
kind of
I was thinking like
elegant.
when I uploaded the project, I had shout out Lou Legacy Studio. I had him upload my project, and when I was looking at it today on YouTube, I was like, damn, I should have uploaded it as the Roman numerals. You know, because I uploaded as 1227. Even that's still dope too. But if I would have did the Roman numerals, I would have been like, people would have been like, what is that? I would have had people Googling like, what is this?
Like, what is this check? Yeah. And that's what kind of like it is. Like for those people that don't know, I knew already.
Yeah.
Don't ask me how I knew. We were doing a lot of Roman numerals. Yeah. When we were kids, spray painting them on
that
walls
old
and
English.
shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Old English, right.
But no, definitely. I thought I could tell like in on some real shit. When I see you and you do your projects, I could tell that you're not just going for just whatever or the standard look. When I see you do your projects, it's the effort, the quality of how it looks, the sound, the visuals.
Yeah.
You know, everything when you put the project together, I could tell that there's a lot of thought that goes into it.
Right.
So I wanted to ask you about that, your process. Like when you come up with these themes for your albums, does the music come first, like where you record and then think of like the theme around it? Or do you think of like something like an idea or a theme for the album, like, yo, I'm gonna record musics that fit this what
well,
I like.
actually, this project 1227, I was actually gonna do all male features. I was gonna have an album where I do all. I wanted to just be me, the only female on the album, and just have all male features. And then when I got to recording and going to the studio, I had some females come in and do some hooks and do some songs. And I'm like, hold on, I can't just do all females. I mean, all dudes. So that's how it came together. But like my writing process, like when I'm writing, I don't know, it's just the vibe of the song or the beat. Like I get sent the beat, and then I just whatever. If a beat don't pull the lyrics out of me, I don't fuck with it. Like I gotta pull up a beat and be instantly ready to write to it. If not,
feel inspired by it
and feel inspired. If I'm like stuck on it for hella long, I'll be like, nah, I gotta come back to it. And then when I'm writing, I come up with I already have a visual in my head. Like, I like telling stories. I like, okay, how could I put the video with the music? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to just, you know how people do point and shoot and just, we're going to stand in front of the store and shoot a video. I don't like doing that. I like really telling the story, like shooting a movie, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's another way to get your art out. You know, like, what did this song mean to you? Like, we know how you expressed it, but then it's like, okay, this is what she seen when she made this song. Like, and this is her vision. You do it as opposed to us. Because, you know, you listen to a song, you kind of build it up in your mind, and then when you see, because I, as an artist, when I hear a song, it's like how you were talking about. It's like I automatically think about what's the video gonna look like.
Right.
What's
and
the video,
sometimes
what kind of
people
video
go
would
whole
this
left.
be?
You wouldn't even think the video gonna be like that. Like I got a song my song Right Now that's on my album. I already got a whole vision for that video, and it's like hella different than. Not even really how the song is. It's like out the box. And that's how you got to be an artist.
Let me tell you something. So this is how you know I've known her for a while. Shout out to me for being the lick in one of your videos back in the day. You know what I'm saying? At the hotel.
Right.
What was the name of that song?
Gon' Ride.
See, Gon' Ride, man. Just know that I was the lick. You know what I mean? And I pulled up. You
Right.
feel
He
me?
pulled up.
And
He
I
was
did
my
it
little
now.
boo,
My
and I had to line him up.
You know, I had to get lined up and shit. You feel me?
Right.
It took me to the barber on that one, but it was cool.
Yeah.
Though. No, but see, you've always been like that.
Yeah.
But you always been like that. Even back then, you had a theme for your
Exactly.
music and your videos, and that's what I'm saying. It's like I'm the same way, and sometimes it ain't conventional because I'm not always doing what everybody else is doing. But I'm okay with that,
right?
Because I really I feel like the same thing with you is like you really do it for the art,
right?
But you also know how to market yourself,
and to be creative is therapeutic, man. It's fun. You know what I'm saying? Once you start having fun, if you stop having fun with this shit, it's like. You got to give it up. You know what I'm saying? You can't treat it. It's a job. It's a career. But it's like if you're not having fun, there's no need in doing it. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I would say for the art, because it's like, to me, it's the art, the actual process, making the music, picking the beat out. What does this beat make me feel like? You know, what kind of thoughts is it making me have? What kind of feelings am I feeling? What am I trying to like? So to me, I feel that.
And then I know you were saying you like the songs I got on the project that's like more so talking to a dude. It's like with that too. Like when you in a relationship or something, and dudes, or just period, dudes automatically assume you talking about them on your music. Like, and it's like I'm not. I don't have to be talking about you, man. Like I'm not. Sometimes we could tell stories of a friend. Like I recorded a dope song the other day, and it had nothing to do with me. But I went out to eat with my partner, and she going through it, and she was venting to me, and that motivated me to write a song. You feel me? So I it really like I got my pen, and I boo 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 boo, and I sent her the song, and she posted on Facebook like, my sister just sent me a song, and it made me cry, like, cause it was like so real. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. It don't gotta just be what I'm going through. We write stuff for other people. You know what I'm saying?
And it's not your fault like that if anybody feels like that, because it's like you're being creative and
it wasn't even in a bad way. She wasn't mad or nothing. She was just like it was heartfelt.
No, what I'm saying, somebody feel like you're talking about them or anything like that. Because at the end of the day, it's like, as artists, we pull from our pain, period. So even if it ain't about nobody in particular, it's still a relatable thing because a lot of us go through the same shit. And that's and how you did the song for your friend, and you did a song about what she's going through, same shit. You may not have experienced that, but you experienced it because you, in a sense, because you had to be the one there with her.
She vent
to and goes through it with you. And then she's not the rapper type you are, so you're actually helping out by giving her a voice. You feel me? And reaching out to other people that might be able to relate to the same shit. So ain't no different than what we doing out here when we talking about this, the come up, whatever it is that we're doing, this inspiration, you know, and like you said, you gotta love the music.
Right.
You gotta love the music first. What you got for her?
Okay, let me pull up my questions.
Yes.
But I'm hella personal, okay? Because I'm more like I want to know why. Like,
Right.
okay, so
Tell me why. I got a
Yeah.
song on there called "Tell Me Why." Yes.
so I want to know, like, out of that whole album, which one was like your favorite your favorite song to record or like to create, or like which one speaks to you the most, or which one do you like the best, or like that one, you know what
that
I mean?
one
Because
song
that's
where
the
you're
one
just
that I
like,
want to
yo,
really
this-
enjoy
this the
too,
song
you
if,
know?
if somebody could hear it, this the song would be it. You know what I mean?
Honestly, like I'm fucking with my whole album, to be honest. But a song I really like, I feel like I was spitting. Like I got two, Right Now and Tell Me Why. Right Now, I just feel like I really went in, like I really just spoke of what I'm feeling right now at that moment. You know what I'm saying? And Tell Me Why, I kind of, you know, it's just like heartfelt. Them songs are heartfelt to me. And I was solo on them. I didn't have a feature on them, so it was more so, you know, yeah. But I like I ain't gonna lie, like I like this album. I like how you was talking about growth.
Yeah.
Like I just know anybody that been with me, you been rocking with me. Like anybody from day one could see the growth and see like in my lyrics and my music. And I just feel like Officially Yours, that was the last album I dropped, and that was
fire too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was like that
Cover
one.
everything.
That one I just went. I was more so like I want to say an R&B song, but it was like more I was talking to dudes like that whole album, like relationship shit. This album, you know, it was just more versatile. Like I feel like I gave everybody something. Like I was ratchet. I could be ratchet. You know, I could talk on some love shit. I could talk about some hood shit, getting money. I want to shout out my features, man. AWAX, Black C, Young Junior, Drop Zone,
Legends.
Tiff, Lottie Dolly. You feel me? Like
Shout out Lottie Dolly.
and
too.
Elise with them vocals, man. It was just I just feel like this album was just dope for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, and that's how it should be as an artist. Every time you drop, it should be elevation. It should be greatness. You know what I'm
It should
saying?
be something that you feel proud of before
of.
anybody even hears it. So
Right.
where you're like, yo, I don't give a fuck how anybody feels about this
Right.
shit. I know that I did my shit on
Shout
this.
out the producers too. Oh, shout out Gator. He was on there on that Won't You. Like leading up to this album, I was dropping singles to see what I was gonna put on the album. So I feel like a lot of songs on here people didn't hear yet, but like a few of them I had already dropped as singles. So and that too, that get your streaming up too for people that don't know. Once you drop them singles first, and then you drop that project, all them streams go to your album.
To
so
your project,
so
That's fire.
It's good to know
Yeah.
What else you
information
got?
for
Yeah.
people. You mentioned how like there was so many features on this album and they were so great, and I wonder like who was the most fun to like record with? Come on, I asked these.
Nah,
questions
I ain't mad at
to
you. Shit.
No,
That's a
them
good
dope.
question.
Them
That's
dope
a good
questions.
question.
Right.
the most honestly, like I fuck with everybody. I don't want
Yeah,
nobody
keep
feel
it
no
rolling.
type
That's
of way. AWAX, I like recording with him because he was like he's like a mentor. Like, you know what I'm saying? He dope. AWAX
Yeah.
is dope. Like
He got game.
He been
through it
doing this
all.
for heck of
And he
long.
can pass it on too.
Yeah, and he could
right?
pass it
Like-
on. Like when I'm in there trying to, cause I started using iTunes a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Kind of trying to sing a little bit. I can't sing, but and he was showing me how to work with my voice and just do little shit. So he was dope. And when we shot that, we got a video dropping. You feel me?
I'm looking
So-
forward to that. Shout out to Wax.
Yeah,
man,
shout
you know
out
what I mean?
Wax, man.
That's
So but the feature that I got that I was hella juiced and excited for was the Black Sea feature. Like
I feel it.
that was so fucking dope. Like, cause
Old school trophy, like
man, that shit. If you don't understand, man, like, cause I really grew up listening to RBL Posse,
Man,
and
some of y'all never grew up listening to Don't Give Me No Bama Weed in the
Don't
show.
Give Me No Bama Weed, Bluebird, man, I got my 9, like
talking about
just all that, like
All that shit,
I really
that
grew up.
Ruthless
I was
by Law
young.
album was crazy.
Yeah,
I'm
like
definitely a
listen
little
to
good.
be
Like
learned.
I heard these songs, but I definitely didn't know the names. I feel like I'm not a name like.
But
person,
you know what though?
so-
That's not, it don't matter though, because you know at the end of the day, you know these songs.
Yeah.
Right.
If they come on right now, you're like, I know
Yeah.
this shit.
Right,
Like,
So you had
legendary
one
shit.
of those legendary people.
Yeah, I had Black Sea on my album, To the Bag. We
From
shot a
RBL
video
Posse.
to that RBL Posse, yes. It was just dope working with him because I grew up listening to him, and he's from the
Same
point,
thing.
we from the same soil. So growing up listening to him, he one of the people that motivated me to even start rapping. So to be able to work with him it was a blessing for sure.
That's
so
dope,
shout
that's
out Black
dope.
Sea.
That's fire. That's
yeah.
fire. You know, like I said, there's a lot to me. If I was to be able to, like, if I had like a wish list, that's definitely somebody's gonna be on there. You know what I mean? To
Yeah.
work with, just because.
Just
you know,
as
you
a
gotta,
legend, just me
you
from
gotta,
the same city.
you gotta remember something like Mac Mall, RBL Posse. a lot of them OGs, them originals, man, they fucking, those are the
Paid way
soundtrack to
type
my
shit.
fucking life, bro.
Yeah.
Like when I was young, that was the shit I was riding around doing fucking asshole shit and you know what I'm saying, shit I shouldn't been doing.
Right.
But you know what though? It was also lessons though. It was a lot of game in the music back then. A lot of times it wasn't always like how you said, it was more substance.
Yeah,
You know, it was a lot more
exactly.
substance back in the day. They talk about getting, you know, not only just stacking and getting money, but also, you know, the downfalls, you know, the shit that happens to you when you're not paying attention, getting
Right.
caught slipping. Like everybody now want to be a superhero, never caught slipping type shit. It's like the vulnerability, I think, and substance is what makes shit classic and legendary. So,
Right. Hell
dope.
yeah.
What else you got for her?
That's kind of cool because one of my questions, which I thought was kind of a silly question, was like, if you guys, because you are like a rapper as well, right? Like, if you guys can record with anybody, like, who would you record with? Like, what is something that's kind of a bigger question to think about for a moment, right? Like,
Yeah. Who's your wish list? Who would you if you could work with any artist right now?
Right now, just to really work with, I would have to say Wayne, Nicki.
For sure, I think that'd be fire. Right
that'd
there.
be dope. Like just a big dreaming. I always say
I'm
Nicki.
top.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
never
saying?
say never.
Yeah.
That's
right,
for sure.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But like that's your wish list. Like who you would
Yeah.
want to? Yeah.
Like it's a lot of people. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Just as a dream, if anything came across, it'd be like, yeah, damn dope. I'll work with them.
is there
But,
any
like,
venues that like you think that like are so dope, or you're like, I want to play there one day? Like one day I'm gonna be up in that bitch.
Rolling Loud. I mean,
Rolling
shit,
Loud.
who don't want to do
Yeah,
Rolling Loud?
Rolling Loud's lit. Rolling Loud,
that's
fucking
dope.
even Coachella would be dope.
Coachella, like
Coachella
shit
hella
like
diverse
that.
and shit.
Like we all, and that's what we building up to. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I didn't perform. I didn't open up for Burner before. Like that shit was dope. That's the most people I performed in front of. But it's just about growing. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere, man. If it's lit, I'm trying to be there.
No, and it's an
Shit.
experience. It's a vibe. When you see all them
Right.
people doing all that shit, you just like, yo, you know.
I want to
that's-
I ain't gonna lie, I want to shout out Lil Kayla, cause she from the city and she doing her shit, man, and that shit is just awesome to see. You know what I'm saying? Her opening up in Oakland for YG and just doing her shit. Now
Doing
she
her
on her
shit.
own tour and
Yeah.
and that shit, people be hating, but that shit is a good look for the city.
Yeah.
No matter how you look at it, you know what I'm saying? That shit is dope.
And we need more of that. See, that's the problem. People will be like, oh, why nobody make it from out here? It's because, you know what, nobody rally behind them, though. We got to
Right.
get behind these artists that are out here actually pushing the line
Doing
and
they
really
shit,
rally
man.
behind them. And
Hell
like we
yeah.
said, support ain't got to be always money and whatever. Just share
Right.
that, like that
Yeah.
shit, something, you know, some feedbacks or whatever.
Yeah.
But the most important thing is to get behind these artists when they're out here, and not like how you said right now, give them props. You know, that's
Yeah.
that right there alone. Going on the record and being like, yo, that person is fucking dope. That might inspire somebody else to not only want to check them out, but check you out because you keeping it player as fuck instead of on that negative ass
Hater
shit. You know what I mean?
Nah, we ain't never on that. I ain't never been that type of motherfucker.
You already
but
know.
yeah.
That's why I always see you everywhere.
Right.
Because you ain't on that shit, you know?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so I got another question for you right now.
Yeah.
She talked about top, you know, the artists and venues, places that you would want to go to right now, like you would want to if for the wish list and whatnot. But what would you say is, in your opinion, the best studio that you've been at? Because I know you've been at a lot. What's the
Yeah.
and I you know, it's not like to knock any other studio, but what's the most like best studio experience that you've had recording this project?
Well, the only place I've been is Legacy.
Legacy.
Shout out.
Anything interesting happened during these sessions?
It's always been lit, man. Legacy is like a home right now to me. Shout
got a
out
dope
Lou.
sound.
Man, he got a dope sound. It's just, when the first time I recorded there, it was just dope. Like the mic, he got that mic and them earphones, and I was like, hold on, I ain't never had nothing sound like
That
this.
sound good. I
I'm
was
like,
hold on,
yeah,
that
let me,
sound
what's
crazy.
this?
Yeah.
Like, hold on, I'm about to start coming here.
Yeah.
So it just, that's my home base, man. That shit is, I fuck with Lou. I love him to death. He just welcomed me. You know what I'm saying? And when you get that feeling like a family, and like, not saying I ain't got that feeling nowhere else, but you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you
vibe.
gotta, it's a vibe, you know, and sometimes you gotta elevate and do shit, you know what I'm saying?
Connect with the
And-
right people.
Exactly. But every studio I done been, like, I fuck with DEO. My first studio I started going to was TC, San Francisco
Enhancer.
Kings. That was the first place I recorded at. And yeah, that's how I got Sovicious, you feel me, and all the shit. So it's just stepping stones, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta grow and you gotta maneuver, and everybody I done fuck with, it ain't never been no bad blood to where I'm like, I'm fuck this, I'm out of here. It was never nothing like that. It's just about, you know, people grow and gotta make decisions.
Doing good business and shit, you know.
I think this says a lot about you too, like where you go, you know what I mean? I was
gonna say the same shit. Go ahead.
Okay.
No, go ahead. No, I'm not cutting you off. I'm agreeing with you.
I'm just saying that, like, no matter where you go, if there's no bad blood, you know what I mean? That says a lot about you, though, too.
Never
you
that.
know, that, like, you just kind of, you know, leave your
I
peace.
love TC, man.
Leave your peace where you go.
He got me really into the shit, because I was doing, like, dabbing and rapping and shit, but I was still in the streets. I'm hustling. I'm making fast money. I'm trying to, you know, and every time I see TC, he like, man, you got to come to the studio. When you going to stop playing? Like, woo. I'm like, I'm going to be through there. And then once I start, TC dropped my first 2 projects, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's been up ever since. Yeah. So
it's crazy how much just taking one person to believe in you and be like, yo, you should get over here and do this.
And you know,
like,
I got that legacy chain, man.
So
that really says a lot. You know what I'm saying?
It
makes it official.
That's what's up. I like that.
Yeah.
You got something else for her?
Yeah, I had, I think, one other one, because I noticed on your Instagram that you had been here and there, like you mentioned, to New York. And like, okay, so out of all the shows that you've been to, right, and out of all the things that you've been to, like, what's one of the shows that stands out to you that you're like, that one,
I killed it.
Yeah.
I jumped off stage and fucked their whole shit up.
Well, yeah, or like maybe like people just showed out for you, or something that stands out to you, so that way other people, you know what I mean, will know how to support you in that aspect, right? Like,
like just the best experience ever.
Yeah. Like maybe it was the venue that treated you hella good, and you're like, man, I hella love that place, and that's the energy that I need.
I honestly, I do so many shows. I know you could.
She get bad.
Like this for this year. It's been seeming like I've been doing something every weekend this year. Like I've been at every. So it's like I want to say, well, I could just say the last show I just did. I'm going to say that just because it's the last show I did. I was just in Fresno or Porterville last weekend with AWAX and Big Tone. Yeah, so that was lit. Like, the crowd was turned up. They was lit. Actually, you know what? I did a show in out there in Clear Lake at the casino out there, Canocti
Harbor.
Yeah, that shit was dope. I'm gonna say that they was treating me like I was Cardi B or somebody out there, man. They was on me. That show was lit. I'm gonna say that.
I ain't gonna lie, I performed out there too. It's because you know because it's like. They don't get a lot of shit out there like that. You know, they got to travel if they want to go get a lot of shows and stuff like that. So when rappers and shit come out, we used to go out there all the time. It was lit. Crowd was always love. The venues were always cool. They were really nice. You get to smoke and drink and shit. So it was fire. No, I agree with you on that.
Yeah, no, that was dope. The casino show was dope. But just all shows, I mean. And I feel like people need to come out and support. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When you post something, you got a show, and people don't come, like, I be pulling up to shows by myself. I be to the neck. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Same here.
So,
you see me, I'm like, it's just me.
I be to the neck. So when people, and then you see people, oh, you got to invite me. I didn't know. Like, bruh, if I posted, you're invited.
The invite is there. It's right there.
Yeah. If I posted, you're invited. Like, I don't have to send you a private invite, bruh. Like,
and then on top of that, you going to see me there. So it's not like we not going to hang out and do what the fuck you do. Just pull up.
And it's crazy how when you start rapping, when you first start, you got like 10, 15 people with you. You know what I'm saying? And then as you keep grinding and pushing, and some people fall off. It might not be beef or nothing, but like life happens. You know what I'm saying? People don't be there, so that's why I be popping out by myself.
It's hard to find people to match your drive.
Yeah, to keep stick this shit out with you.
Because you're driven, and you gotta keep pushing. You know that the only way that you're gonna get to where you want to go is to keep your foot on the gas, and everybody can't do that. Everybody doesn't do that. You know, some people don't keep the foot on the gas for the things they need to in their own life.
Right.
So it's like I always tell people, it's like your day ones. You know, it ain't always a good thing. The day ones, you know, you got some day ones that are forever, but also some day ones. You're on day like 3,000 and something. You've been evolving. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like a lot of times you got day ones that they don't see your vision and stuff like that, and y'all just part ways mutually. Nothing negative, but it's because they're still stuck on day one.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, bro, we in day 3,000 and some change. We trying to get to we trying to elevate and grow.
And then it's funny too sometimes where like. You invite people, like, it be certain shit, I be wanting people to pop out with me, you know what I'm saying? And then you invite a person, I don't be going to shows, or I can't do this, or I can't do that. But the next week, you'll see them spend $400 on a Mary J. Blige or a Beyonce ticket, but they can't come rock with you for free or for $10. You know what I'm saying? So it just be.
It's a lot, man. You know what it is. The cool part about it is that comes with the territory, and like how you said, as far as being artists, we got to have our tough skin. I used to be the kind of artist that took all that shit personal and be like, man, what the fuck? Why people were sleeping on me? What the fuck I do? You know, I support everybody's shit. It's like it's crazy, but then I started looking at it differently. It's like how going back to what we said. It's like. Some people can't even see themselves doing that for themselves, let alone you doing it for yourself. Like they'll look at you and they'll see your dreams and what you're striving for, and they're like, "Oh, that's cool," but that's because they don't believe enough in themselves to want to do the shit for their own self. Right. So it's the one of those things. Like I said, my day ones. I got day ones that have been with me forever, 20, 30 years, and then I got cats that are still stuck on day one and ain't moved on beyond that point. Right. You still trying to do the same shit we was doing like 20, 30 years ago, 15 years ago. It's like, bro, we over here right now. Like, motherfuckers still got the flip clamshell phone and shit. It's like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's different.
Some people don't be having goals or dreams too, man. When you got something you trying to fight for or trying to reach, you gonna stick to it, man. I'm gonna stay the course. Like how we was talking about earlier, I'm gonna do this shit till I can't no more.
I feel
Fuck all that age shit, nigga. 2 Chainz, then what? How old was he when he damn near made it?
I'll never let you sleep on that shit. I don't give a fuck. That's to me, that's a myth that they perpetuate and shit, because a lot of these cats that are young, they ain't in the forefront of the limelight neither. Yeah. It's only like a certain crowd that hit that pop icon stratosphere where they, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's only a certain level, and then you're lucky to maintain that for more than 5 to 6 years.
Right.
And, and everybody else, they act like because they're not out there and they don't see them on all the fucking the Met Gala and all this shit, is that they're not making money, when that's far from the truth.
Right.
They out there still getting their bread, doing shows, getting their money, you know what I'm saying? So I look at that shit as a myth. I don't even fucking believe that shit.
Right.
Okay, right now, I wanted to ask you one more thing, and it's something that I ask every artist that comes on here. So it's a real simple question. There's no right or wrong answer. What do you think is more important in music when you make music, style or substance?
Substance.
Substance, right? Yeah.
Substance. I think the substance is more important because you got to be talking about something. You got to say something. You got to be able to reach people and mean it and have a meaning behind your shit. A lot of people. Like right now, we're in a party era. Like we're in a fuck a bitch, get a nigga money. We in that era, but but that's not what it's about, man. You gotta have something that's timeless. You feel me? You gotta have some shit that's gonna last a lifetime. Like Tupac. You feel me? Like Biggie. We still listen to that shit. A lot of like old school music. We still listen to that.
And a lot of these cats are still sampling them.
And they sample exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Say, no, fuck that shit. I hate when young artists do that too. It's like, come on now, you sample this shit. How you mad at it?
Right. So I think substance is way more important. You definitely gotta have style too. You gotta have swag. But I think substance, if people got back more into that, being able to really talk about something and have meaning behind their lyrics and what they saying and be able to tell a story, be a lyric. You ain't even got to be a lyricist, but if you just able to, if you able to rhyme.
We're talking about Biz Markie, people still fucking use and sing that song, and he's talking about you got what I need. We can sing it all right now, so bar for bar on this motherfucker. That's impact.
Right, exactly.
Nah, you can't stop playing with me right now. We bust this shit out right now. We damn near get copywritten struck.
I feel like you kind of answered that question earlier, because I feel like one of the ways that you responded to maybe like the hyphy movement or something, or earlier when we were just shooting the shit, I was like, because I always think of you and how you ask everybody that, and I was like, I feel like she's definitely for the substance for sure, over style.
And see, the thing is, I love that era, but what it was is that what we did was just focus too much on that part and not the rest of because ain't no one music culture just one way. Yeah. And there's subcultures. There's obviously hip hop, and there's subcultures. There's Atlanta. There's the Bay,
There could have been
LA.
so much more though.
It could have been. It had a lot of potential too. But it's like, once again, like when it comes down to it, these labels, they only want to throw money at a certain thing, and if you don't show no range, if you don't retain creative control and be able to do what you want to do, there's only going to be so many people that be able to affect that.
And a lot of people want to sign these deals. I mean, I understand we all want money. I get it, but we could make that being independent. A lot of people don't understand that. Like, it's not just about the music. It's about merch. It's about knowing your business. You know what I'm saying? It's about more than that. So people could build their own labels and do their own shit, and that's what they don't understand, and that's why it be fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
And shout out to La Russell, how you brought him up earlier. It's like, you don't have to take it. If you and it's just how it goes. And
If
this
they
is
offering
basic,
you that, like you said,
you're worth more because
Yeah.
this is basic business, wholesale, resale, retail, whatever. If they think that you're the plug and they could come to you and get your work at a certain rate, they're obviously going to make way more money off of your
Exactly.
shit. You dig what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
if we're looking at it just like on some simplistic like street shit, you're the plug. You're the outlet. You're the one that got the music and set the tone
Right.
because you're actually out here in the culture. You actually live and breathe this shit.
Right.
These corporations, these big companies, they may be in tune with what's going on, but they don't have that kind of currency. That's what they're paying you for. They're paying for you for that because the authenticity is what sells records and shit. And even if it's fake, sometimes a lot of people fake the funk and shit, but that's dope. I like that answer.
Yes,
And
yes.
I believe there's both too, 70-30. I feel like music with substance has more longevity.
Right.
And don't get me wrong, there's timeless party records that'll
Yeah,
always
of
there
course.
be forever, but there's more, I feel like, deeper records that, speak to things and issues and people and their soul that just forever. Like I said,
Right.
we damn near just sang fucking, you know what I'm saying? Biz
Right.
Marquee right now. And everybody knows that at one point or another, you said she was a friend.
Yeah.
You
Said she just a friend.
Oh, baby, you. Stop fucking playing with me right now.
Right.
Hey.
So, yeah. So, okay, so I think we're good. I think,
Yeah.
you came through, you put it down. I appreciate you coming through.
Yes,
I appreciate
you for having me, man.
Hey, I want to
Oh, yeah.
congratulate you too,
Thank
like
you.
properly
Yeah,
on
big
that dropping the
congratulations.
album today. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Thank
That's
you.
Yeah.
And you, the
Self-made.
first, I'm trying to do a little promo,
Yeah,
little
press run.
interview, little tour. So you the
Yeah.
first stop, and I appreciate you for having
Keep
me.
doing
Like,
that.
this
I'm
shit
gonna
dope.
call this episode 1227.
Okay.
That's what it's gonna be. So when people Google that shit and they
Oh,
need to
yeah.
see all your shit and all where this project
That's
is
gonna be
landing.
dope.
So we gonna do it like that.
That'll be
and
dope.
I wanna make sure that I congratulate you as well because like I said, I've been seeing you grinding. I've been doing
Right.
your shit and this is sincere. I hope that everything that you want comes to you because you deserve it.
You too.
know what I
You've
mean?
been genuine the whole time.
The whole
and I
time.
really fuck
But
with
see,
you.
that's how we do. We do
Right.
real business. You
Right.
feel me? Real business straight up. We believe in karma and like, don't get me wrong, we're gonna have to all get ours. You know what I mean?
Right,
And assert
for sure.
ourselves, but at the same time, there's a way that we could do things where we all win.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's a way where we could do things where we don't all win. So I don't care. Like I'm for the team win. Let's
Right.
do it. Let's score the
Right.
touchdown. Let's win the Super Bowl. Type
everybody
shit.
wins,
Right.
right?
So with that being said, how can everybody find you? Where can they find this new album? What do they need to type up to?
I'm on all digital outlets, man. Type in Sovicious. Vicious is spelled VICIOUS. A lot of people get that fucked up. It's so vicious.
Sorry, y'all. This Bay Area education system
Right.
ain't always been.
Right, always been on point. But yeah, I'm so vicious. I'm everywhere. Google me. I'm on Apple Music, iTunes, YouTube. I got videos. Streaming, man. Follow me, So Vicious Official on Instagram.
Don't be a hater.
Yes, So Vicious
hating.
Official on Instagram. So Vicious 415 on Twitter, man. Whatever you got, just So Vicious me, man. I'm everywhere.
That's right.
Google
And check
me.
out the new video, the new album, 1227, out on all digital platforms right now.
Shout out
Stop
to all my supporters.
fucking
Stop hating.
playing with her. Stop
Playing with me,
her.
man. Y'all sleep. Y'all gotta wake up, man. For real.
Take your motherfucking rock star drinks or whatever you need to do to wake up. Stop sleeping on her. Stop hating. Support the
Right.
bass. Don't complain about the music that's out there and you ain't listening to no rappers that really out here pushing a whole
Man.
different sound and pushing
Pushing
their
their
own
pen,
lane.
like all the
You know what I'm
shit.
saying?
Yeah.
Hot Mama, how can they find you? Although they already know, but reiterate that for them.
On Instagram at totally_tie-dyed designs. Look at my art and tell me it's pretty. But you can also listen to my podcast
You're a fucking
if you're with the ship. No, because even you're a creep and you can't handle it.
Yeah,
so.
I can't. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all built different than for me. I can't fuck with it. But shout out to y'all. Shout out to the Love
Shout out
Fix.
to the Love Fix on Instagram. That's the Love Fix XX.
That's right. Check her out. She is a fellow podcaster doing her shit. And y'all know where y'all can find us. Go to Instagram at no_invite_podcast. You could also go to our YouTube channel if you really want to fuck with us and get in them comments and slander us and tell us why we're absolutely wrong about everything. Then you can go to RiBirth Media Films. That's RiBirth Media Films with a Z. Check us out there. Like, subscribe, lurk. I don't give a fuck. Run the numbers up. You know what it
Run
is.
it
It's the
up.
No Invite podcast. Shout out to the best kept secret. She should be back next week. We're getting on the same page, y'all. I'm about ready to fade to black. I'm not gonna be here much longer. I'm gonna hand the keys over to somebody. It might just be. You might just wake up one day. It might be a whole different No Invite podcast. You never fucking know. But I'ma still be in the background like Nosferatu, you know what I mean, playing the fucking organ and shit, doing what the fuck I do.
Yeah.
And with that being said, it's the No Invite Podcast, episode 131, and we out.